Hi, and welcome to another episode of Sus Cooks. Today I'm going to be cooking a lamb stew. Now this is a great meal for the family. It's easy because it all cooks in one pot on top of the stove and then in the oven, and you can put in whatever you like. I've gone to my pantry and I found lots of vegetables. I grabbed some meat from the butcher. So what we're going to do is put all this together, put it in at 160 degrees for about 2.5 to 3 hours, and what comes out is this awesome lamb stew that can be a base for so many different meals. So what have we got? We've got our lamb. Now I've got two types of lamb. I've got lamb shank meat and some shoulder meat. These are really good because they're marbled and fatty, and slow cooking is the best way to cook these cuts of meat. In my pantry I found lots of great vegetables. I've got carrots and leeks and onion and sweet potato and eggplant and potato and celery and mushrooms. And when we cook these, we won't chop them too small, we'll keep them nice and chunky. They hold their shape while we cook. I've got some stock, some nice Pinot from Mornington, passata, tomatoes, our herbs. So all this together, cooking down, is going to be one magnificent lamb stew. I'm going to start first by chopping these vegetables down. As you can see, I've chopped everything up. Everything's nice and big and chunky. Now that that's all done, we can go to the stove top and put it all together. Right, now the first thing you want to do is brown your meat. So we turn our pot on, get it nice and hot, get that going. We add some olive oil. And once that's warm, we're going to throw in our meat. So that feels like the oil has come up to temperature. So we're going to throw in all our meat. This is our shank meat off the bone. You could flour this to start with, some people do that. That'll help thicken the sauce, but for today I'm just going to throw them straight in. And this is our shoulder meat. We just want to get a really nice coating all over that meat so it's nice and brown. Always good to season your food as you go. Don't worry if any of the lamb sticks at the bottom of the pan. We'll deglaze that off once we take the lamb out. Also like to throw in some of my Master Foods lamb herbs. I've got some fresh herbs that I'll put at the end, but these dried herbs are great just to start adding flavour in with our lamb. That'd be a mix of rosemary and oregano and sage, all the good things. Great. Once you're happy that this is nice and coated, great. So now we've taken our lamb out, we're going to put our onions in just to soak up all those nice lamb juices, and we're going to fry them off. We'll put our leeks and garlic in a minute. You just want to fry them off, add some more olive oil, and I've just put in a little bit more butter just to help those onions break down. Now we're going to deglaze the pan with this lovely peanut. Now, we take all the vegetables that we chopped, put them in, and we want to sweat them down and break them down. Now we'll go in together. I know your pot's going to look full, but as that heats and cooks through, those vegetables will break down and shrink a little bit. and we let that cook away for about 5 minutes. Now that those vegetables have cooked down, we can start adding some of our liquids in. First of all, some canned tomatoes. And then into my stock water, I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce. I'm also going to add some masala. And add a splash of stock in there. That will just help those vegetables break down even further. And start steaming as well. Once all that liquid's come up to temp, we can add our lamb back into the stew. With all those lovely juices. Try and work it so you push it down so it's covered in all different areas of the pot. Get all those juices. Mix it in, push it down. Now add the rest of your stock, and what we're going to do is have it covered so it just covers all the way, covers all the vegetables underneath. Now our final things are is to throw in our leeks and garlic. On the season. A dash more of our peanut. And our bouquet garni fresh herbs. We've got some thyme and some fresh rosemary. And they're just going to sit on top. Put the lid on. Now that our lamb stew has come to the boil, we can take it off the cooktop and put it in the oven. Now, as I said before, we put it at 160 degrees for 2.5 to 3 hours. So while our lamb cooks away in the oven, I'm going to make the last bit of our recipe, and that's some rosemary dumplings. But I found that this recipe for lamb can be a base for a number of things. When it's cooked, you can take the lamb out, shred it, blitz the sauce and all the vegetables, put the lamb back, and it becomes an awesome lamb ragout. Or you can take whatever's left after you serve it, and we can make lamb pies. We can mash the potatoes on top with some grated Parmesan cheese and make a shepherd's pie. So this is a really, really awesome base for a number of lamb recipes. But today, as I said, we're going to be doing some rosemary dumplings. We've got a cup of self-raising flour. We've got 40 grams of butter. What we're going to do is literally just break that butter up with the flour and get that nice. We'll get the starts for today. Once that butter starts beating with that flour, what we're going to do is start adding some of our milk. And we've got a third of a cup of milk. Then I'm going to add some of my Master Foods lamb herbs. Salt and pepper. We then wet our hands, finish kneading this. Feels like a nice dough, just knead that for about 30 seconds to a minute. Now these dumplings will swell when we put them into the lamb stew. They don't have to be too big now. I find a good way of doing it is you just grab a bit and squeeze it out of your hand like that. The same amount will come out, and the right amount that's the perfect dumpling size. So that's our dumplings made. We'll put them into the stew with about 20 minutes to go, but for now I'm going to cover them and put them in the fridge to chill. So now that the stew is ready and ready for its last 20 minutes, I'm going to put those dumplings we made in there. As you can see, our dumplings have taken all that wonderful lamb juice and they're nice and big and plump now, so we're almost ready to eat. And there we have it. Lamb stew with rosemary dumplings. Now I'm serving mine on rice. You can use mash, polenta, whatever you'd like. Add a little bit more salt and pepper for seasoning. Piece of crusty sourdough, and we're ready to eat. Thanks for watching another Sus Cooks, and I'll see you next time. Little lamb, I wonder how old I am.